trying to get everything together over here. How y'all feeling?
It's just the mic check. How y'all doing, man? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I just came back from homecoming less than a few hours ago. I am whooped, but I am here. There's only one place I could be, and it is Monday with my boy Big Reg. We are here to talk all types of sports, all types of foolishness. And you want to start with gambling, or do you want to start with gambling? And by the other gambling, I mean risking being Atlanta Hawks fan.
We could talk. I mean, so here's what I say about the gambling. We gotta have to have a whole separate conversation episode about this.
Correct.
Because
and we will.
There's so much to unpack with what we all thought was over with. Well, we didn't know it was over with. We knew it wasn't over with the mob and all of that stuff. But this is like
Rozier thought it was over with for sure.
And Beasley. This is like a mob movie. Like this is like a Dick Tracy movie. Like Harlem Nights. Like this is Harlem Nights.
And let me just give y'all a little bit of the backstory. We're not going to belabor the point here, but I at least want y'all to know what me and Reggie are talking about. October 23rd, 2025, federal authorities announced indictments of 34 people linked to illegal gambling. Those people being Terry Rozier, Chauncey Billups, where's your boy Damon Jones, have all been accused. And we're in this weird space where we don't know exactly what's going on. It looks kind of multifaceted. There are some like weird, tricky X-ray poker games. Terry Rozier possibly faking injuries. That boy put the Carmen San Diego's on. I don't want to be a part of none of this.
And my X-ray glasses, bro. You got a 3 of hearts, royal flush over there.
It's somebody who's Chauncey Billups' friend who played in them games and got hustled. And now I got to go see you.
This is so far beyond the poker game because now they're investigating the actual fixing of the games with Terry Rozier. They're starting to go back and look at some of the
Tim Donaghy
questionable moves by Chauncey. And make no mistake, Chauncey's the fall guy. It's just some of the stuff he was doing was egregious. Like when you talk about
I ain't gonna say he the fall guy. He could very well be complicit. And it sounds like if you were in on the X-ray glasses, you ain't a fall guy.
No. When I say the fall guy, I mean he was just the first, and it's like they're gonna try to get him to talk.
He's black. He's black
about everybody.
That's
so it's you're now past the poker game. The poker game was more of just like you a shitty human being for hustling your friends. And I will say the hustle doesn't stop. You could be worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and I'm still gonna try to hustle you out of your money. That's where we are in humanity. You could be worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and I'm gonna still cheat at a poker game to clear you out of hundreds of thousands of dollars.
While I still get paid millions of dollars to coach a team, I don't have to win any games.
Now, there is other conversations. Again, we're going to have those other conversations of what the hell are y'all getting into? Like, because obviously if you're doing this, once you start owing somebody, that's how the mob work. They don't let you not owe them no more. There's always something else you got to do. Allegedly, I don't know. I don't want no smoke.
Let me tell you this, man. This is what I can say about 2025 across the board. I know we have a podcast. I know we do detailed deep dives into a lot of different subjects across the board. 2025 has let me know I need to know less about people. From the Diddy situation to this situation, every time I know more about people, the more I wish I knew less about people. And y'all be doing all types of things in y'all free time. And that's crazy to me.
I agree. This would be my last point on that. I agree with academics, my nigga. Bruh, y'all up here messing up the parlay. And if any type of parlay that I ain't hit that involved you, yeah, and it was obvious. I mean, the over under would be 200 points. It'd be 99 to 98. And then somebody hits a random 3 with 10 seconds left for no reason. Like, they're just bringing the obvious, but there's some other files that we need to see too now. Don't think this.
Oh, and let's be clear. The Epstein file is way more important. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't care if he was robbing his friends. It's not what them boys was doing over there on that island.
Different type of poker. It was.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving right on to the Atlanta Hawks, who are right now at half with the Chicago Bulls 58-57. They're up by 1. We are 1-2. 1-2. We lost to the
opening night. Lost to the Raptors.
Lost to the Raptors. Beat the Magic. Lost to the Thunder. I feel kind of okay-ish because I think that if you realistically said, hey, you're going to be 1-2 after you play those 3 games, I will be perfectly fine with that. Now, I did not expect the Raptors' big 3 to be quite as good as I think it might be. And when I say big 3, I do want y'all to start paying attention to these guys. The Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram big 3 is very interesting. You just need to keep an eye on that from now. But I've been watching it, and they look like somewhere between 70 to 25 points apiece every night. I don't know if Jakob Poeltl is going to fit long-term there, but we shall see. But the Hawks have been weird this year, and Kristaps is already sick. Jalen Johnson.
No, he's not sick. He's hurt.
No. Flu-like symptoms. That's the reason he was out.
Oh, POTS. He was
no
POTS.
No. Allegedly, he was. That's the reason this is weird. And I'll go ahead and kind of tell y'all my point. I wanted to get them off today as far as tweets, but I don't like that Kristaps Porzingis is starting. It doesn't make sense to me. I think during his entire time at Boston, he played 2 back-to-backs his whole tenure there. Second part is I think Onyeka Okongwu has been a good soldier for a very long time, and he had to sit on the bench all the way into the second half of last season. He finally got to start. He's on a good contract, and he's the only person that we have. He's the big that we have signed going forward. So I don't know why Kristaps is starting, and I think it's really – I don't think that would not send a good message to me if I was Asa Newell. And, yeah, and I think that for me – I'm beginning to question, once again, another one of my coaches that I think needs to be fired. I'm not sure if Quinn is the guy for this team. I'll be very honest. I don't think that he is.
A lot of things there. So losing to the Raptors was disappointing. Beating the Magic was interesting. And then losing to the Thunder was a scheduled loss. We didn't play Jalen. We didn't play.
Well, they were all hurt. That's also concerning too, though.
Well, I didn't think they were going to play Jalen anyway, because I think that was more of a schedule loss. As a whole, I see what we're doing. I agree that Onyeka Okongwu should start. I don't. Kristaps Porzingis is not. He doesn't have that calf is for real hurt, injured. I won't even say hurt. It's injured, and I don't know if it'll ever come back because he has very little lower body strength to post up. Whether it's a guard, a center, anything. He can't post up. He also, I'll just go ahead and say he's a little soft. Pause if necessary. He's just a little soft. He should be the 4 and sub in at the 4.
Too slow.
Or put in. He should play with like Asa Newell or something. He should be the backup center, essentially. But what I don't like and what I've started to see, I've seen the growth in Jalen. Although I don't like that Jalen is trying. I think he's trying too hard to be a playmaker, and I think he needs to look for a shot more. I like Shea. He's attack. I've seen the growth in Jalen, though. I've seen the growth in Shea. He's attacking the ball, the basket more. His shot has gotten better. He's got more confidence. Normally happens from year 1 to year 2, but your skill normally hits the wall, right? And he's gotten a little bulkier, right? I've seen Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Don't shoot no more threes. You went 1 for 10. That game against the Raptors, he went 1 for 10 from 3. He went 10 for 18. 9 for 18 for the field. What does that mean? He went, 9 of, let's see, 1 plus 9, 10, 10 for 19. He went 1 for 10 from 3. He went 9 of 10 from he went 9 of 9 from driving to the bucket. They can't stop him going to the bucket. Him and SGA have similar finishing capabilities where they can contort their body and hit a layup kind of weird. I think he needs to perfect what separates him from Shea or separates Shea from him is that Shea got a mid-range. When Nikhil Alexander gets a mid-range, he's very difficult to stop. But stop shooting them damn step back threes. Please.
The issue is Quinn Snyder's he's gonna make everybody shoot a 3. Trey's 1 of 5 tonight. They're gonna keep shooting it.
What's disappointing to me, and again, Asa Newell, Muhammad Gay. Hey, I've seen the growth. What I don't like is 2 people. Luke Kennard is not a backup point guard. Stop trying to make him do that. He can't do it. The Raptors were eating him alive before he got to the half court. They were eating him alive. And he can't run the break really well. He needs to be the spot up shooter. Dyson Daniel, you don't look like you've improved your offensive game in any factor at all. I'll give the first game, it's early. You got jitters, you have rust, whatever. But if you were working, he doesn't have a mid-range, nothing. He hadn't improved nothing on the mid-range. He's still shooting the floaters and taking difficult layups, and he's playing defense well-ish, but his shot hasn't gotten better.
3 steals the first half.
That's more concerning to me. Is that he is supposed to be, him and Nikhil Alexander-Walker are supposed to put pressure on the defense to drive and ricochet. But we need shooters. And without Kennard playing like boo-boo, now Asa Newell, though.
I think that everybody's trying to figure out, yes, he is the continuation. I think that everybody's trying to find their role. I think that Jalen is trying to be, I think that Quinn is pushing him to be more of a facilitator. I think that there's at least, I think that they believe that he's the best player on this team. And I believe that he's the best player on this team. So I think that they put him in kind of this new position, and there's a balance because even if you are the best person on this team, Trey is still a scorer, and you're going to need those points out of him every night. And that's the reason I don't like Kristaps being in the lineup as a starter, because he's not going to consistently be there every night. And those guys in the starting 5 need to be in lockstep. That's what chemistry is. So if you're going to have Kristaps play and then not play some nights, and then we already know what his health is, then yeah, rotate him with Muhammad Gay, Asa. They really like N'Faly Dante because he can rebound. I'm cool with that. Now, my other big concern is we're playing Keaton Wallace minutes way too early. And Luke Kennard, we're just not. We don't have a facilitating guard, and they don't seem to be as in love with Veit right now. And I think that, I don't think that like they're considering getting rid of Veit because his contract is so good. But I don't like that our roster seems to be kind of incomplete, and we don't seem to be in any rush to try to figure out how to complete the roster with a legitimate guy who can just facilitate and play point guard. And I don't think that's fair to Dyson Daniels to make him be the backup point guard and the lead defender of whoever is your best perimeter player. I think that's a lot to hype on a kid who is what?
At the end of the day, you just paid him though. So more money comes more responsibility.
You're right. But if you pay him, I want to pay you in order for you to have the highest level of success. So I think that we could go out and get a decent backup point guard who can just help run the offense when Trey's not on the floor. Because let's be real here. Before Dyson got here, the Trey minutes, when Trey's not on the floor, minutes weren't good. And I don't think that should be Dyson's responsibility to save the non-trade minutes and then save the trade minutes on defense. He ain't Clark Kent. Y'all should have paid him the Jalen money if that's what you wanted from him.
Well, listen, I ain't about to get invested. I'm not being disappointed. Listen, I'm not being disappointed no more. Whatever happens with the Hawks happens. It is what it is. We're going to make a move. We're going to make a move. We're going to make a trade. We're going to make a trade. We're going to sign. Don't matter. It is what it is. But
I will tell you this, and I'm going to say it again and again, and I think I'll be comfortable saying it. If we had traded Trey for Josh Giddey and Lonzo Ball, we would have been in a whole different ball game. Good. Lonzo with 7 assists.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Not with Quinn. It'd be this.
You're right.
Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing. If Quinn doesn't prioritize getting to the basket and getting free throws, we're not gonna. It is what it is.
He ain't gonna do that. He wants spacing and shooting.
Then you need cutting. That's another thing with him. If you want spacing and shooting, and you want Trey to be the facilitator, where the hell is the movement? There's no movement on our offense. None. There's no backup play. They run the one play when they get off half court, and then when nothing happened, they back up and run ISO. Whoever has ISO mismatch. That's not offense. That's boring. That's that. And we be getting cooked.
AAU basketball.
And when we play a team like Toronto, where everybody's 6'9", 6'8", 6'7" to 6'11", ain't nothing.
Especially when they take when they put Grady Dick in there, and you have Quickly, who's done well. Grady Dick, Scotty, Ingram, and RJ Barrett, who just cut our ass. You just like
he always does that though. He's historically played well against the Hawks. It's everybody else that didn't play well around him in New York. But
I will say this: I know it was probably preseason disappointing to lose to the Raptors. Raptors don't look like that terrible of a team at all.
Yeah, it's also early because we did beat Orlando in Orlando and they're full strength, and we were not.
But Paolo has been shooting something terrible.
Well, Paolo's taking like the three to try to win the game versus just with 14 seconds left. He's taking I'm the man shots. Like I'm playing for the max contact shot. And if you just play within the offense of that team, they are a scary team. But
they're losing again tonight to Philly.
VJ kind of crazy now.
Cleveland is up on Detroit 106-73. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left.
Remember, you said that all them people you said wasn't gonna be good.
No. I have told y'all, Cleveland, very good regular season team. That's not my question at all. It's when the rubber meets the road, do they have it? VJ, 26 points on 10 of 17. God. Oh, you can't lose with no Embiid tonight.
They said it was they said he was Lil Westbrook. And I was like,
no,
nah, I ain't seen him play.
Little Jimmy. Jimmy.
Yeah, but with Westbrook athleticism, like he be dunking everything.
This is the thing, they're losing. And Paolo got 30 on 9 of 15 shooting, 11 of 11 from the free throw line. Damn. 4 assists, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks.
Look, it's the whole Franz got 24 and 4.
Franz been hooping too. I will say I didn't know if Franz was gonna be that good.
Desmond Bane. I mean, Franz just has gotten better. That's the frustrating to not bring it back to the Hawks, but I'm frustrated with Dyson. Everybody else you can see the improvement. If Dyson's shot were to come around, anything he could hit, just elbow jumpers. You hit elbow jumpers all day, you unstoppable because you can you 6'6". You can lay the ball up from wherever you want to. But
I also can't understand not playing Jonathan Isaac, Jet Howard, and possibly Jace Richardson, especially if you're not scoring points.
I wouldn't mind Jonathan Isaac. But we actually are pretty good in the front court, minus Kristaps. Like, I wouldn't mind. You need a backup point guard, though. I would definitely take Anthony Black. Why are they playing Anthony Black 27 minutes?
Because draft capital. You don't have any going forward. You remember they spent all their draft picks on Desmond Bane. The guys who you have to develop. It's not but
they ain't got nobody to develop.
Yes, they do. Jet Howard, Noah Pender, Howard, Jet, Pender. That's 3. But Tadze on the bench, he's already a solid 4. That's a 9-man rotation.
That's mid-9, man. That's a big drop off. That's a big drop off to the bench.
But you also got Franz. I mean, they're capped. the second apron, this is what teams are going to look like. And that's the thing that I've seen so far that I will also
Jet
say.
Howard at all. He's 6'. They got a lot of length. Pause.
Right. There are a lot of teams with weird rotations and lineups, and I hate a lot of the way that these coaches are coaching these teams.
I'm about to say, well, you know what that means. If they got all this talent and they capped out and ain't got no draft capital, that means you not getting the most out of this lineup. They're gonna fire you.
They're not gonna fire him though, because he just came off a better season than people expected.
Then you want to coach a year, didn't he? No, I think that was.
But he was in the conversation.
We'll see. But basketball. Hey, we gonna turn up in basketball. Y'all know basketball really get going around November, December, Christmas. Baseball. Shohei Ohtani is the best baseball player I've ever seen in my life.
Send him home. No, they are tied right now, 1-1, and the Blue Jays are up 4-2 with 2 outs, the top of the fourth. Go Blue Jays. Do the needful.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
I don't care about it being interesting. I don't want to deal with Dodgers fans, and by Dodgers fans, I mean AJ.
But I mean, they made the point. You can't really get mad at Dodgers fans. It's not like they done went and like just said, okay, we're gonna pay you more than anybody else can pay you. Aside from, I mean, look at
yes, they did. Yes, they did.
No, look at Freddie Freeman. The Braves fucked around with that.
No. Well, no.
Yeah,
I'm never in a million years gonna blame that on the Braves. That's Freddie Freeman's agent.
Either way, it don't matter. That's not my point. My point is, Shohei, y'all didn't want to pay him in Toronto. Which, I mean, you may win the Super World Series, but most of the time, you didn't want to pay him. Y'all traded away Mookie Betts from Boston. Y'all traded away all of these players. It's not like they went out and like just signed a bunch of people.
You also got $300 million Yamamoto. Did nobody ever? Yeah, they got him over there.
You out is but it's not like nobody else could get him. They just went and got him, and they won.
They also did the payment deferral, which I mean, it's in the rules.
No, Shohei. They convinced Shohei to do
No. He's not the only one. Somebody else did that. But yeah, Yamamoto getting $20 million a year. Glass down 30. Shohei 28. Blake Snell 27. Mookie Betts 25. Freddie 22. 20. 14.
All of those players were.
Will Smith been to 6 World Series.
That ain't his fault, bro. Y'all pay. Rest of the MLB,
that is his fault. Really that is great career navigation.
The Braves.
You need to shout out to your agent.
Being cheap. The Dodgers are not being cheap. They getting everybody that y'all don't want to pay. They say we'll pay it. What they just did the analytics. Alleged. I don't know if this is true. This may be just to
made it back. They made it back.
To screen, just to turn the knife and everybody back. But yeah, they made $700 million contract that they paid Shohei. They made it back in 1 year.
Also have to have the $700 million on hand to spend the first time to make it back now, because you got to have that $700 million to be able to put in escrow and say I'm gonna get my money back.
Yes, you're the Dodgers. The Braves. The Braves are one of the most profitable franchises in the Major League Baseball.
Yeah,
all them billionaires, they got a whole ownership committee. They could have ponied up, but you didn't. So at the end of the day, as much as I don't want the Dodgers to win, bro, and I would love to see Toronto win, because then it would stick it to the man when it comes to about overpaying everybody. You can't get mad at the Dodgers for overpaying everybody. Y'all didn't pay them.
If the Blue Jays, oh boy, prepare for that. That's going to be a fight soon and very soon. And it's gonna get ugly.
You can't, not with all these contracts being deferred. You can't put them on salary cap. You be in the dead money for 30 years for Shohei. You can't be in 30-year dead money.
Yes, you can. You win a couple World Series.
Not you can't. You'd have to wait. That's why I'm saying the Dodgers, and I ain't think about this point. The Dodgers effectively killed the salary cap by what they did. They said, nah, you can't do that.
Oh, no. Trust me. They're gonna find a way to undo that, because it's either going to undo that, or you're just going to have baseball's going to become Bobby Bonilla. Everybody's going to get paid for eternity.
We already went through it. Bobby is one of like 25 players to do it. Nobody talked about Ken Griffey.
And then okay, so now you're like moving into the subprime lending category of things where everything is cool as long as it's going this way. But as soon as eventually it falls off, then your financial integrity falls apart, and then you don't have a league.
Is it?
So,
So DJ, is it? They already made Shohei money back.
Yes, but yes, as long as you're making the money back, eventually it's cool as long as you're making the money back. But the first time that you don't make the money back, then what do? I can't play. I can't
When
pay
would you
my
not make
players.
the money back?
It's like everything. Every investment is it's like homes for the vast majority of this country's existence. If you invested into a home over time, it was going to positively appreciate until the mortgage crisis. And then that all fell apart. So it's inevitable. Eventually, anything that you invest in, it's not just going to give you a return every time. And when it doesn't,
you assume that they are the average investor. They're BlackRock. They just buying and making sure that and inflating the price, inflating the market, so that you either have to get down or lay down.
No, I'm not. I'm looking for just like we did with the banks. The banks got bailed out.
Either way,
And those are not. Those are not your average investors, though. Those are your lending institutions. That's what lending and banking is built on, and they blew it. So if they can blow it, yeah, I think that these teams can blow it. And look, let's be real. Let's move away from baseball where it's a little bit different because either you're making all the money or you're not spending any money. Look at these football teams.
Football got
they do stupid things all the time.
Football got a salary cap.
Fair enough. But it should be interesting. And somebody gonna mess it up. And when they do, it'll be interesting. And that's the reason we have a podcast, because I love to talk about these things.
But I think that's the end of the mic check.
Let's go Blue Jays. Let's go Blue Jays. Let's go Blue Jays. Drake needs a win. I need a win. And the Dodgers need to go on home.
Drake showed himself in a Dodgers uniform. That was reverse psychology.
Hey. I don't know if I would go that far. I would not do that for the juju. My integrity stops me. I wouldn't wear a Georgia shirt just so that I could say, hey, we're going to win. Maybe I would. If you guaranteed me 2 championships, would I wear a Georgia shirt? You wear a Florida. How many championships would it take for you to wear a Florida shirt?
Georgia? For Georgia to win? Any type of Florida shirt?
No. A Florida Gator shirt. Florida Gator shirt hat combo.
Can I make the shirt?
No. You go to the Florida Gator website. You buy off of their team store. Match it.
If we were guaranteed to beat y'all by 30 every year, I would do that one time.
Forever?
Forever. As long as I'm alive. The curse ends when I'm dead.
Yeah, nah. If you could tell me right now we could get a champion, we could get 2 championships. Man, I'd be walking around here looking like Pastor Troy in a DSGB.
I already got the shirt, so I already got the photo. So
it's a long time ago, man. I'm a kid from Georgia. I made poor decisions in high school.
Hey, man,
no matter what.
Might have been being a Florida fan.